Hi, everyone. My name is Girish Ramkrishnani, CEO and Strategic Advisor with 89 Solutions. We've got here Dave Uppal from Moveworks today, and we were going to have a chat about the Moveworks partner ecosystems. Dave, nice to have you on our call today. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, Girish. It's great to be here with you.
Dave, great to have you here. We want to start about first introducing yourself. What's your role in Moveworks today? And also, I want to know personally, what excites you to be so close to the partner ecosystem in Moveworks?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I lead our partner ecosystem here at Moveworks, so I'm responsible for all of our partnerships and alliances. And so a big part of my role is working with partners like yourselves, 89 Solutions, who are really helping us to shape the future of AI in the enterprise. I think what really excites me about working with the partner ecosystem right now is just how much opportunity there is, for transformation. I think in the past 6 to 12 months, our platform, it's become incredibly powerful and really flexible. With the release of things like Agent Studio 2.0 and ambient agents, and that really puts us in a position to tackle any workflow across, any business function in an enterprise. And so it's really our partners who can take that power to every organization, every workflow in really any geography around the world and segment. So, and of course, 89 Solutions, you guys have been there from day one, right from the start. So, really excited.
Fantastic. Great to hear that. And as you've said also, how fast AI is evolving. What can we know about what customers are asking for? What is the demand out there? What are they asking from a product company like yours? And Moveworks is in a very special place in very, very large organization. So what are you hearing from the customers today?
Yeah, we're at an interesting moment, I think, in the enterprise. The last couple of years, there have been a lot of demos, a lot of memos. Not a ton of real value though, you know. So what we're hearing from customers, I think, is that yeah, a lot of this generative AI, all this RAG stuff, it's cool, but what are we actually delivering? Is there a measurable ROI? Uh, I think everyone's just getting tired of this generative stuff, what a lot of it, you start to hear the term slop being thrown around. Unfortunately, a lot of it is slop. And our view, I think, though, is that the things that are not providing value, those are going to go by the wayside, and the AI systems that are actually providing value, that's what's going to sustain. So when it comes to our area of focus, the consistent message I think we're hearing is they need AI that actually does work, not just talks about it or gives you information. That's really this word agentic, where it really came from, is AI that takes action on your behalf. And it makes sense because customers, enterprises, they are just drowning. They're overwhelmed by so many systems they have to work with on a daily basis, the complexity of workflows, manual processes, I think. There's just too much friction in the employee experience. And so, yeah, it's really what we're hearing from customers is I want AI that is action oriented, that it helps me navigate my enterprise, and that it delivers some ROI, whether that's saving people time, saving employees time, saving time on the particular help desk or support operations inside their organization. They need something to show for these investments that they're making.
Great to hear from you, Dave. And we're seeing that firsthand as well, where Moveworks is helping us make those ideas come to life or make it real, rather than a white paper somewhere that someone is reading. And this is what we could do with AI, and that's what we're doing with Moveworks. And glad to be part of this ecosystem. And as we're seeing it firsthand, Moveworks is accelerating the agentic AI revolution behind it. And also Moveworks is a very, very strong out of the box available feature set product. Where do you see, Dave, from your point of view, how do partners help accelerate this value or help customers realize this value? What role can partner play in this entire Moveworks ecosystem which is forming?
Well, I think the name of the game, going back to this agentic era that we're in, it's all about workflows. And that's really where partners, they're super essential. We, as Moveworks, we build this platform based on what we hear from customers, feedback in the market, and based on what's possible with the latest technology. That's our biggest job. But we're a small software company still. We can only do so much. So when it comes to successfully deploying and scaling AI across a large enterprise or any enterprise, it requires expertise in integrations, change management, data readiness, workflow transformation. You really have to dig in, understand a workflow, understand what are the systems involved, and be able to, have expertise in all of those areas to pull together an actual solution. So I think, that's where you guys have done so well. If I think about some of the projects you've worked on, whether it's in the area of HR service delivery or IT or even procurement, you dig in, you understand what is the end-to-end workflow, what are the systems involved. You have expertise in those systems. If you don't, you develop that expertise and you kind of put things together, leveraging your expertise in our platform to be able to serve as that orchestrating bit. So yeah, that's ultimately that's where partners like you extend the reach of our platform, going deep with customers, and then there's the other side of it, which is partners have customers who they've worked with for years, decades even, and you can be the ones to bring our technology to their environment and show them the power of what's out there. So yeah, there's so much that can be done with partners at the helm.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that validation. We're seeing that firsthand as well, being your one of the first partners out there. But we need to tailor the product to suit the organization, and we can see we're doing it in hours and minutes, even sometimes, and it is going amazingly well. But thanks for that. And I might move this conversation a little bit more specific to our 89 Solutions as a partner and being one of the most closest partner to you so far. If you had to recommend 89 Solutions as a company to your other customers, how would you sum that up in 3 words? And I know it's a bit hard to sum sometimes like that, but just which first 3 words come to your mind?
That's a good question. Well, first of all, look, kudos to you, Girish, for identifying Moveworks, like really seeing the trend in the market and making such a big bet on our platform a couple years when you did. Um, you guys are 100% pure play Moveworks partner. You really are only one to this date, and you're our first partner. And so, if I had to summarize what you guys bring to the table, if it was in 3 words, I'd say, first of all, I'd say focus, because you as an organization, you're focused 100% on Moveworks. That allows you to build that deep expertise, which you've done, and keep up with the constant evolution in our platform. Since you've been a partner of ours, we've gone from having Creator Studio to Agent Studio 1.0 to 2.0 and all these other things, and you've been there every step of the way. So focus, I think, is one thing, and along with that comes expertise that you can build. So that would probably be my second word. And then the third one, I would say, maybe proven, because you've done so many successful projects with our platform, with companies. You've proven yourselves. We hear a lot of great feedback on the work that you do, and you're detail oriented. You strive to hit deadlines. You plan projects out well, and you deliver. So, and you're innovative along the way. If I had to add a fourth word, I'd probably say innovative. So that's how I'd sum it up.
No, I fully agree, and thanks for that. Appreciate all of the sentiments that go behind those words that you've shared with us, Dave. And I've enjoyed every step of the way in the last couple of years, and looks like we've backed the right horse. But the reason we started with Moveworks is we believed in the product day one, and just looks like it. Everyone else, other larger companies, customers have started to believe, and it's coming all around. And I'm just glad that we got connected, and we are one of the first partners who are kicking off this ecosystem, which has so much potential, as you said. We've seen customers trying to automate things in the past many years with other platforms as well, but the rate and how accelerated we can do it Moveworks is it's just mind-boggling. Plus, every business department has so many mess things to clear, right? So we're literally on the start of something magnificent in our personal lives and in professional lives, where Moveworks is
Yeah.
bringing this AI assistant to every employee. So we're enjoying every step of the way as well with you.
I'm glad to hear that.
Before I let you go, it would be unfair for me to not ask you. Can you give us a sneak peek or talk us something about what's happening more with Moveworks? We hear a lot of good things happening on LinkedIn and other places, but from your point of view, where's Moveworks product going?
It's a good question. There is a lot of exciting stuff ahead, I would say. Couple big areas to call out. On the one hand, you've got enterprise search. This is a kind of a new big area for us. We started rolling it out with our customers now. It's going to give customers the ability to bring together all their documents and files and chats across all these different systems into one connected search experience that is, connected to all these underlying systems, respecting their permissions. Something we've been working on for a while now, and I think the feedback we're hearing from customers so far is really glowing. So proud of that. The other big piece is this evolution that we're talking about from going from a single universal AI assistant to an AI assistant platform. We saw customers start to use our platform over the last couple of years, I would say. We started to see customers use our platform for more specific workflows, more and more narrow workflows, things like recruiting or project management. We started to kind of identify the need for more specialized assistance. And when you have a specialized assistant that's not doing kind of everything for a user, you can focus the resources, the content, the plugins available to it to make it just much more tailored and efficient. So you can modify the system prompt, for example. You have much more control. And so we're giving people the ability to take, the foundations of our platform, the content connectors, the Agent Studio plugins, package them together in these specialized purpose-built assistants. And then what goes along with that is, kind of distributing them to the rest of the organization. If you are, a particular, you're a functional expert, maybe let's say in procurement, and you want to publish an agent that others in your organization can use, then we want to make that available to you. And then on top of that is this idea of interoperability between assistants and agents that kind of comes along with this multi-assistant world. So we're going to start releasing support for an assistant API, as well as starting to support these MCP and A2A protocols. These are all kind of new areas, but we know they represent a way forward that's going to allow orchestration, not just between assistants built on the Moveworks platform, but also those outside the platform as well. So a lot of powerful stuff there. I'm sure 89 Solutions, you can't wait to get your hands on it, and you'll probably do all sorts of things that we couldn't even imagine with it. But the last thing I'll just say is, another thing we're really excited about as an organization is, we're on our way to joining forces with ServiceNow, coming up hopefully soon. Hopefully, we're in November right now. Hopefully, or in the next several months, we're able to close with them, and that's going to be just bring the power of the ServiceNow platform and the Moveworks platform together. I think the possibilities for partners, for customers, is going to be really endless. And of course, they've got a great ecosystem themselves.
Fantastic. That's great to hear that. And Dave, it's always great to hear the insights and the energy, the passion that you and others in Moveworks bring to this world. I'm very excited. I've been excited for the last 2 years, like you mentioned about the Creator Studio, the Agent Studio. Now we're talking about Agentic AI to AI handoffs, and like the world is getting exciting with this. And I'm not sure if this is something I should get excited about, but I am very excited, and I'm looking forward to the next 3 months, next 6 months. I won't even say 2 years, because things are going exponentially so fast that in 3 months, there's so much excitement that we can deliver to customers using products like platforms like Moveworks. And with the whole ServiceNow connection overall, again, as you know, before 89 Solutions, we had a very deep expertise in ServiceNow. So it looks like everything is coming together, and we will become the first ever partner who has deep expertise in ServiceNow and Moveworks out there. So it is a very exciting time and interesting, sequence of events that's happened. But appreciate your time, Dave, as always. It's always great to hear from you. I can keep asking you a lot of questions and keep hearing a lot of information and insights from you. But Appreciate your time as always, and thanks for being on this with us.
Hey, my pleasure, Girish. And again, thank you for the being such a cheerleader for our platform and seeing the value from early on. And now hopefully you're sort of reaping the benefits of that and bringing it to all your customers, all of our joint customers. So I think there's a lot of exciting times ahead for both of us.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.